Louisiana Beer Reviews, KBC IPA. KBC, Kennebunkport Brewing, India Pale Ale. I couldn't find out anything about this beer at first. I just had the hardest time. I said, what is Kennebunkport Brewing? 6.2% alcohol. I bought this at Trader Joe's, and I said, this must be some kind of store brand beer that somebody's making just for Trader Joe's. And this bottle's good till October 2014, they say. Well, turns out it is. Kennebunkport Brewing is Shipyard Brewing. Shipyard makes this beer, and it's also, but it's aliased as this and Sea Dog IPA. Shipyard doesn't actually have one under this IPA that I could find. And then if you look carefully, it does have that Shipyard font. So I said, oh, Shipyard. They use 2-row British Pale Ale, Crystal, and Chocolate barley malts. Willamette, and Cascade are the hops. It gets an okay score on Beer Advocate. The bros say it's okay. 35 out of 100 Rapier and 8 out of 100 for the style. I mean for this beer, but when I say this beer, I mean the Sea Dog IPA. Rapier says it's alias the same thing, so I just am going by that. But I'll have it listed as KBC IPA. Oh yeah, I forgot. I always forget that. Shipyard beers are always twist caps. Even the big Pugsley's 4X IPA with the foil is a twist cap. Just like Unibrow. Unibrow is twist caps. Those big fancy bottles. But I never remember. Or I rarely remember. Okay, a thin, it's like eggshell white or cream colored, and the appearance in that kind of bad light, it's, I would say, orange. And IPAs are often orange, and they're often clear or semi-clear, and there's some nice bubble streams. It doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of lacing. Now, when I did that Sierra Nevada Harvest single hop IPA 291 varietal Yakima hops, it didn't have much lacing, but then when I shook the bottom and I poured the rest in at the end, I mean, it got some thick lacing around the glass. Now the aroma with this, and I've liked a lot of Shipyard beers, the Monkey Fist. Maybe the Monkey Fist is the same as this one. Oh, there's distinct caramel aroma here. It's like Werther's or some kind of caramel candy. There goes the air conditioner. Sweetness. Well, it's a lot different than that Sierra Nevada one, I'll tell you that. And the aroma, so different, so candy-like. I think Shipyard gets bad scores generally because they make their beers more British style, like that Old Thumper, for instance, and they just won't relent and go into that California West Coast style. So they get bad scores, but they're just not gonna change their tradition. Let's go to the flavor. This is a really strange tasting beer. Caramel, candy sweetness, some kind of toffee notes, even plum, fruits, plum, or raisin, I don't know. There's some medium to dark roasted aspects here. The bitterness is there. Don't know what the IBUs are. Thinking around 35 to 40. Mouthfeel is light to medium. It's got a lager-like mouthfeel in many ways because it's a lot crisper and snappier in the mouth than most ales, which are usually softer or slicker. The finish is like semi-wet, and I would say the drinkability is pretty good. I know it's 6.2. I don't know what the calorie count is, but it's pretty drinkable. It's really strange though, and I think the strangeness, I say strange to us here in North America, but even in England I think people might think it's strange. It has like a citrus rind flavor as well, like red grapefruit pith or something. I don't know. It's really difficult to pin down. But I think that strangeness hurts the scores. I'm going to check my written review of the Monkey Fist later and see if it's going to match up with what I write on this one. But I'm going to write this first, and then I'll look at it. I don't want to influence myself. There goes the compressor cutting on. There's some sediment down there caked around the edge. Now, maybe they are given an inferior batches to Trader Joe's and putting the good ones under the Monkey Fist and the Sea Dog. We do get Sea Dog brands around here. Mostly that fruit one. I don't think I've ever tried a Sea Dog branded beer. The head gets a little thicker, but I doubt they're giving it an inferior one. I don't see what the incentive would be for that. Probably would be a bad idea to do that. Well, I don't think it's bad at all. In fact, I think it's really good. I'm not going to go as high as that Sierra Nevada that I did earlier. I gave that an A+. I mean, I was really overwhelmed by its simplicity and its really delicious flavor. Some people were giving it okay scores and good, very good, but I just was really excited about it after being so disappointed with the four-way, well, 3 of the 4-way IPAs from Sierra Nevada. I think this is really nice. Shipyard, well, they do some interesting stuff, okay? Maybe it's not the greatest, but it's interesting, like that pumpkin head. I said it smelled like Cost Plus World Market. But their beers are sort of memorable. They're not just run-of-the-mill awesome. You know, some beers are great, they're great, but they're indistinguishable. But yeah, this one has some nice little uniqueness to it. I'm going to give it a solid A. Well, maybe I'm going out on a limb and maybe people will make fun of me. I don't know. But I have to give it an A just because it's so interesting. And it's good. It's a very good beer. I think they did a good job with it. So, Les Bon Ton Roulé. This is a delicious and really even more so interesting beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.